Aloha friends, it's Robert Stellick with Blue Planet Surf. Today's video is about the latest board in our foiling range, the Wing Racer 5.8 by 21 by 90 liters. So this board, I originally designed a prototype to use last year for the Molokai to Oahu, Maui to Molokai races for wing foiling. I wanted something that's fast, easy to get up on foil, neutral when you touch down on the water, something that just comes right back up without sticking or without popping up too quickly, and just having a really nice, comfortable feel, enough volume so that you can stand up on the surface and wait for the gust, just get going quickly without having to wait too long or be struggling underwater with a board that doesn't float you. So let's talk about the shape a little bit. This board is a little bit longer at 5.8 than my regular wing foil boards for wave riding and so on, but it's not as long as many of the light wind boards that people use nowadays that have the really long pointy tails. So I find for wing foiling you don't really need all that length that people need for stand-up foiling. By having a little bit more compact, it just makes it more fun to ride when you're up on foil, easier to control and so on. And then by just kind of chopping off the tail, keeping a wide tail with sharp rails, that helps you get up to speed, and then you can kind of push off the water, get up on even a really small, fast foil. So that's one of the features I really like about this board. It gets up super easy. It's also pretty narrow at 21 inches wide, so that narrow width takes a little bit of getting used to, but with the foil underneath, it really doesn't feel that tippy. And it just helps because it has less drag. A wider board will always have more drag than a narrow board. So by having less width, the board is just going to be faster for takeoff. And then the rails are pretty sharp, pretty far forward, so that gives a nice water release. Kind of gets planing quickly and lets you just take off easily. The front is kind of rounded, has that boofy rounded nose, and I just find that gives you the most neutral feel. When you touch down on the water, it just kind of glances off and comes back up without like blowing up or shooting you up out of the water, breaching or whatever. And it also doesn't stick on the water. Sometimes I find if you have concaves in the front, it tends to kind of stick on the water if you touch down at high speeds. On the deck, it has a slight concave all the way through to the tail. That just makes it comfortable for your feet. Also, when you're kneeling, knee starting, just having that slight concave makes it feel more stable. Of course, it's also got wide, thick rails that give you a lot of stability and comfort. And then that 90 liters of volume, for me, that floats me. So that's a nice feature to have when the wind totally dies and you're just waiting for a little gust. Just being at the surface of the water really helps you when that little gust hits, you can just get going right away. Those are some of the shaping features. So as you can see, this board also has a Tuttle box here. So many of us like to use the Mike's Labs foils. They're arguably some of the fastest foils on the market. So these are the screw holes for the Tuttle Mount. So if you have a Mike's Lab with a Tuttle Mount, you can use it with this board. It also has the plate mounts. So the Foil Strong box combines it all in one cassette that's like PVC, super strong reinforced. And then it also has two PVC stringers running down 2/3 of the board up to here about, with carbon and PVC reinforced stringers. And then the whole deck is also reinforced with a PVC high density foam layer. And then it's full carbon construction. So it's nice and light, but also super solid and strong. So the construction is fantastic. It's got a nice, easy to carry handle, the sup grip handle with an integrated vent plug in it, double leash plugs. It's got inserts for 2 foot straps in the front, 1 foot strap in the back. You can offset the back foot strap. Comes with a travel bag, padded travel bag. So it's kind of got everything you need to get racing on a wing foil board. And not only racing, I like to use this board in all kinds of conditions, especially on light wind days. It's just nice to have something that gets up and going easily, even in lighter winds. So I hope you get a chance to try one of these. We have them at our shop in town in Honolulu, 1221 Kona Street. You can call us if you have any questions, 808-596-7755, or check them out on our website, the Wingmaster 5.8. I'll put the link up above in the info tab. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to Blue Planet Surf YouTube channel. We'll see you on the water. Aloha.